Hello, everybody. This is the Facebook reveal from yesterday. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Oops. Nope, wrong way around. Card 1, card 2, card 3. Okay, let's start with card 1. What we got? Oh, we've got the innocent. This is just such a glorious picture. These pictures were done for me by Linda, who runs LC Print Studio. This is the innocent, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful card. Purity, faith, and simplicity. So let's see what comes up around that. Just quick shuffle. We'll see what the word for that card is. Okay. Ooh, we got strength. This card's all around expecting the best. It's about that inner child stuff. It's about innocence. It's about purity. It's about kindness. It's about gentleness. But sometimes around that, you need to find that inner strength. Let's see what's happening with this. Oh my goodness. Same card. Strength. If you chose this card, you might be struggling a little bit at the moment. There might have been some stuff that has just happened. You might have got a bit disillusioned with what's going on around you and what's going on in the world around you. So this is very much the message is all about stay strong, things are going to be okay. Oh my goodness. Confidence. Confidence is a really hard one, especially if you've been in a rough or hard space, because sometimes when you've lost your strength or you're feeling really fragile or you're feeling, you've dropped into that inner child stuff, it's really hard to put your confidence back together again. It's really hard to put yourself back together again. And your cards are saying, fake it till you make it. Get that confidence happening. Let's see what else we've got. Passion. This card's all about female sexuality. It's all about creativity. It's all about get that fire back into your belly. It's get that strength back. It's set the world on fire. Now, around this card, for me, that red color is always about passion or anger. So be careful. I like anger. Like for me, anger is a really motivating feeling. For me, getting angry means you move and it means you do stuff. So get that passion, get that anger, get your strength, pull yourself all together. Let's see what's next. Oh my Lord. This couldn't be any clearer. For those of you who chose this card, I think you've dropped. And I think that strength, courage, and confidence, whatever's been happening to you recently, it really is time to regather yourself. It really is time to stand up and be counted. It really is time for you to make your mark. And that's exactly what this card says. Transformation. You may have been in the background. You may have been staying quiet. You may have not been using your words. You may have felt frightened. You may have felt you didn't have a lot of help around you. You may have felt belittled in some way. You may have felt disillusioned, not heard, not felt, not seen. And this is all talking about enough of that. We're not having that anymore. No more of that. We're going to get strong. We're going to believe in ourselves. We're going to reignite our passion. And we're going to transform into this roaring lion, because that's where you need to be. Let's do a final card around this one and see what it says for you. Now that's just perfect. Miracle healing. You can't make this stuff up. Miracle healing. So if you've been hurt, or if you've been afraid, or if you're feeling alone, really, really get onto this transformation thing. Enough of this being a caterpillar. It's time to shed your skin and turn into a butterfly and do whatever it takes to get you to that point, because your spirit is saying it's time for you to unleash that inner lion. It's time for you to heal the hurts of the past. You know, sometimes when people have stuff from way, way back where their confidence has been shattered, or they've been told they'll never amount to anything, or they've been hurt really, really badly in a relationship or somewhere, it takes that anger to say, if I stay in this space of fear, if I stay in this space of hurt, if I stay in this space of not being brave, then they've won. So I think what Spirit is saying in terms of this is you don't have to stay there, and don't let them win. Bit by bit, put your confidence back together again. Forgive if you have to. Forgive yourself if you have to. Forgive anybody else that's actually done anything to you. Then move forward, move on. So that's if you chose card number 1, I'm going to clear this and move to card number 2. Okay. So card number 2, the Creator. This is all about creativity, innovation, new beginnings, new start. Let's have a look at what's around this one. Boldness. There's a theme here. It's talking about stepping up, stepping in, being brave. Now, whatever it is that you're creating, be strong in it, believe in yourself, be bold about it. If you're creating something for a business, if you're creating something for your life, this is talking about prosperity. Now, for me, prosperity is not always about money. For me, prosperity is about having everything, having it all together, having everything you want, being contented, being happy. Ooh, finding. If there's something you've been thinking around, some project, some endeavor, something exciting that you're thinking about, now is the time to really look into yourself. Don't doubt. No doubts. We don't do doubt. This is about self-expression. It's about finding you, finding that richness and that wealth inside yourself. Ooh, psychic abilities. Maybe you're stepping into this field in some way, shape, or form. Maybe you have a plan. You're creating a psychic business. You're creating whatever it is. Trust your guides. Trust your abilities. Trust that your guides are with you. Doesn't matter if it's not something to do with the spiritual world. Whatever it is you're creating, your guides are with you. They're around you. They want you to prosper. They want you to be bold. They want you to find that niche. What's next? Oh, we're back to healing. Again, same kind of theme as card number 1. Creating, painting, drawing, writing, all of that self-expression stuff is all healing and cathartic. So if it's something you're writing, a journal, again, back to trusting your psychic abilities, finding the answers, healing your heart. If somebody has said to you, oh, you can't do that, or you're not good enough, or you're never going to make anything of that, yet tell them to rack off. Off you pop with love and light, because that space where Maybe you're stepping into a healing space. The guides are with you. It's going to bring you results. Yes, it is. New beginnings. Again, all about this creative process. Now, in terms of that, it doesn't matter what you're creating. This is a new start, and it's time now to be bold. You know, some people have had ideas bubbling away and in the background and thinking, I don't know if I can do that. And people have said I can't do that. And I don't know if I'm good enough. I've started this before and it didn't work. We're at new beginnings. Lots of energy around in February, lots of creative energy around in February. January's been a really fast slide into 2024 month. This one is more about get your ducks in a row, get yourself sorted out, gather your resources, find that little niche, and then start moving towards it because the door's open. All you need to do is walk through. Let's have a look at what this card says for you. Thanks. Hey, I love my cards. Trust your intuition. Don't worry about what anybody else says. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. This is very much about being bold and trusting yourself because spirit is with you. Now, psychic ability is only intuition. That's all it is. So if you're on this path towards new beginnings and something exciting and creating a project or starting something new, trust your intuition. Don't second guess yourself. Don't overthink. So many of us overthink and that all gets really complicated. So honestly, trust your intuition. You're on the right track. You're on the right path. Spirit is with you. You're finding yourself in whatever this thing is. You're healing either yourself or others, and prosperity is at the end of it. So get to it and do it. Okie dokie. Let's see what card number 3 says. Bear with me while I clear the decks. See what I did there? Oh, this is my very favourite card. Well, one of my very favourite cards. It's the Rebel. Freedom, defiance, originality. That was on my report card from when I was little. Ooh, adventure. Ooh. So if you've chosen this card, oops, that's a bit fuzzy. If you've chosen this card, whoa, where's my camera? Adventure awaits. Let's see what else they've got to say. Family. Interesting card, that. Maybe it's an adventure with your whole family. You're walking off into the sunset. That noise is my dog wanting me to throw the frisbee for her, and it's not happening. Bon, stop it. Good girl, sit down. You're naughty. So, maybe family is very conservative. Family maybe don't approve of you. Family think you're crazy. Maybe you feel they're walking away from you, or you're walking away from them. Whatever this is, wherever it is that you're going, now we have the adventure. The flip side of the rebel is loss of identity and conflict. And sometimes when you're rebellious, I know how much trouble it gets me into. It gets you into trouble. But sometimes, just sometimes, you have to follow your own path. Ooh, nice. Commitment. I'll show you from here. Commitment. Okay, so this is about taking off. It's about believing in yourself. It's about trusting yourself. It's being committed to being who you are, not who people think you should be. Um, this is sort of like the stork delivering a new child. And that rebel child in you is sometimes what gets you out of dreadful situations. It's that I've had enough, I'm done, I'm moving on, I'm moving forward. Sorry. So if you get to there, be committed to that. What's next? Empowerment. Very, very strong cards around this little rebel. Now, sometimes we hand our power away, or sometimes it gets taken away. Sometimes it's deliberate. We maybe don't choose to do it, but we get sucked into situations where we do it. It also happens when it gets taken away from us, when maybe commitments, family commitments, work commitments, all that kind of stuff takes away our power and leaves us in a space of, I can't do this because of that, or I can't do this because of them, or I can't do this because somebody won't approve, or I can't do this because they say I can't. Well, my response to that is, if somebody says you can't, do it 3 times and post it on Facebook. You need to have an adventure. Now, this is a beautiful card. Sometimes shaking stuff up causes a bit of chaos, and sometimes shaking stuff up and being bold and adventurous and taking your power back can cause a little bit of chaos. But if the end result of that rebellious behavior means that you're free and you're happier and you know who you are and you've got your power back and you know where you're going, then sometimes that journey is actually worth the effort. It can be bumpy, and there might be little mountains that you need to climb. My thing about mountains is I can do anything for 10 minutes. So if you hit a rock or a hard place, think, I only need to be brave for 10 minutes and then I can carry on with my adventure. And once you've done the first 10 minutes, be brave for the next 10 minutes. Because when you break things down into itty bitty bits, it makes life so much easier rather than thinking, oh my Lord, I've got to do this and this and this and this. 10 minutes at a time. You can do anything in 10 minutes. Ooh, last card is interesting. Forgiveness. Now, if this stuff is related to having your power taken away, either in a relationship or by family or by a job, don't hold that anger, don't hold that pain, and don't get cranky at yourself and beat yourself up and tell yourself you were an idiot and that you were stupid either, because that's not the space that you need to be in. This is all about forgiving those that have either taken your power or that you have given your power to. And it's very much about, yeah, this might cause chaos for a minute or two, but it's going to be an adventure. And any chaos that it causes is going to be your chaos that you can manage in 10-minute increments, not somebody else's chaos that you're having to manage ongoing. So let's see what your final card says around this one. This is talking about creative expression. This is around using your words and getting creative. Again, that feeling of being stuck. I can't do this. I can't move. I can't get out. I'm very, very stuck. I don't have the capacity. I don't have the words. Channel that inner rebel. Get creative. Think about, once I have got out of this situation, once I have forgiven other people and forgiven myself, then I can move on, because I know I'm going to be a whole lot happier. I know that happiness is just around the corner. I know that it's all going to be okay. Now, the flip side of all of this is this could well be an adventure with your family. It could be getting committed to making lots of changes. It could be getting creative around how you're going to do this and how you're going to make it happen. It could be about getting strong and getting empowered and saying, well, yeah, we can go on this journey. We can have an adventure. We can do this. There's nothing stopping us, because if we focus, the adventure's right there in front of us. And like the card of the rebel is all about freedom, defiance, and originality. And that's where that creativity comes in. You don't have to do things the way other people do them. Get creative and do them. One day I'll get this camera right. Get creative and do them your way. Because again, look what's at the end of your adventure. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for choosing my cards. If they resonated with you, please let me know. Please comment, share, and like. And I'll do this again because I think it's fun. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.